All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to McBoss Capital live stream. My name is Michael Chu. Today is Monday, March 16, 2026. We are 5 minutes to 9 a.m. here, Mountain Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Nasdaq is up 1.1%, Dow is up 0.9, S&P is up 1%. Volume on Nasdaq is lower, and volume on NYC is near flat at this moment. We do see stocks on the move do have 20 stocks here with volume, so we are seeing some growth stocks moving back today. Obviously, market has been terrible lately, and probably in oversold conditions at this moment. I think yeah, in my video I mentioned about 90% of stocks, growth stocks are in downtrend. So meaning they're below the 10-day. So a lot of stocks, even with today's bounce, are still below that 10-day. So that's the sad part because this could be just a normal technical bounce, trying to come back to the 10-day. But what we're trying to look for is really the leaders that are showing lots of relative strength, that are trying to at least hold, and not give up too much on the price. So, and then when days get brighter and we do get a follow through day, then we will definitely have a good watch list or a list that, you can start buying or something like that. So again, that's what we're looking at. Let's go to index first, just so we know where we at here on QQQ. Again, we came down, you know, I'm not sure, let me just double check one thing. So last Monday we had a reversal. The low was 591.33. Here we have 592 on Friday. So we didn't actually um hit a new low on QQQ. So technically, that's how IBD count, follow through days is as long as you didn't hit a new low, then technically we in like day, because that would be day one, two, three, four, five. Today would be day six of a temp rally. Of course, you never really consider a follow through day that is at least in my books. I'm not sure how IBD calculate, but even if it comes back to 10-day and we gain like 1.5% on higher volume, is that considered a follow through day? You know, uh, it's kind of hard to tell, right? I like to see it come back above the short-term moving average, but it has, yeah, but if it follow through again tomorrow, right? Let's say we close strong today and we follow through tomorrow and we jump back above the 10-day, then definitely there's a high chance of a follow through. So that's what we're waiting for. But again, at this moment, we're just trying to figure out who are the leaders if we to have a new rally here. Again, obviously, geopolitical tensions and oil price are still in effect. I think it went down this morning. That's why the market is slightly happy. But look, it's already bouncing back. It's only down 2% now, rather than I think 4 or 5% this morning. So again, I don't think the story is over. Who knows how long it will take to resolve the Gulf of Hormuz issue. So that's the challenge there, right? But sometimes the market can bounce even on bad news. So that's what we're also looking for. If the market start to like bounce on even bad news, that means maybe the market anticipate something better is coming. So that's something to also pay attention to. So that's QQQ. Let's just quickly look at other index here as well. SPY. So this one, came near the 200 day. That's another thing we talked about on the weekend was, you know, um, a lot of index are near their 200 day, and it's normal for it to bounce off it and come back to like let's say like the 10-day here. And the key is when it comes to 10-day, is it gonna easily come back above it or is it just gonna get rejected and come back down, right? Um, So that's the problem here. So obviously you can see even for SPY here, it just hasn't even touched the 10-day. It did bounce from, Friday's low, obviously, but again, we don't know how much strength there is. A buyer is going to jump back in, right, and buy at this price. I'm not sure until it's hard to tell right now. Let's go to Dow. Dow also bounced a little bit. Again, you see the 10-day here, it's just, you know, significantly higher than where it is today, right now. And if I go to intraday chart, I don't like how, it comes up and it gives up so easily. You see that? And it undercut today's morning low too, right? So it's just very weak, there's not enough buyers to withstand the selling. Every time, the buyers, you know, again, the question is, are there more sellers than buyers, or there's just not enough buyers and any selling will just bring the price down really fast? So that's something, and I think the latter is more true lately because like I say when it falls so easily, and that's the problem. There's just not enough buyers. Everyone just stepping aside. No one want to take the risk right now. Um, so I think that's a big problem. Okay, let's keep going. IWM. Okay, so this one, a little bit closer than the others to the 10-day, but what is it, 1.5% today. So definitely the strongest index today. But even this undercut the low this morning. Again, undercutting it is not a big thing. If it does bounce back today and make new high, that would be even more bullish signal because not only we have a gap up, and then we test the low, intraday low, and then we bounce and make new high. That will tell me there's a lot of buyers coming back in, right? So, that's something to watch for today. And it probably, if that happens, we'll close at the 10-day today. And like I say, uh, is that considered a follow through day? Let me see on Russell. IB doesn't use Russell, I think, as a follow through day. Um, so 244 low, 245. So it is still in a attempt rally if you consider this index. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to stocks in the move. Circle making a move. Circle, I've been mentioning this. It comes on IBD stocks on the move screen quite a bit. Look at this. It trades so tight in the last few days, despite the market not doing well. This stock is just holding tight near the highs. And today, as soon as the market has some momentum, this stock make new high. So it just shows this stock is just really, really strong. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's lots of. Let's go to 5-minute chart just to see. Look at this. Look at it, it just doesn't want to give out the lows here, unlike the index. It just make higher lows. So there's accumulation happening in this stock, at least based on this chart here. So that's Circle doing really well. TSEM, this one bounced today. So it does look like it broke the trend line here, and now it's in the upper half of the base, and it's trying to take out this 138.80 middle point here. So these are all bullish signal, and look at where it is at. It's up 10% right now, TSCM. So really, really promising there. Um, Laser doing well, Coco doing well. MU, let's look at Micron. So the data storage area is still very strong. Even last Friday, I think they all did really well. Like, this is last Friday here. Like, it kind of came out of the trend line there, and today it just zoom up here to like near the highs here. Very strong stock, and yeah, the whole group is starting to move again. That whole group, the data storage group. So might want to pay attention to that. ESLT. This stock has been pretty strong in recent weeks, I think, and it is reporting tomorrow. So that's the only problem. But look at this uptrend here. Look at this uptrend here. It's been really strong. Um, but right now, it's okay. Actually, even the last few days is holding up pretty strong. So it's not bad at all. Like, but today is pushing back a little bit from the highs. So, but again, we have reporting tomorrow. We'll see. This is aerospace defense. We have FTAI also in that same area. Gold, like let's go take a look. Gold, the gold and silver they've been hammered, right? So yeah, and today it doesn't look like gold price is moving any further as well. Like I think it was kind of okay this morning, but now it's turned negative again. So I think it's not a good sign. And the stocks wise, a lot of them are pushing back a lot more than the index. Look at this. This is like below the 50-day, way under the 10-day moving average, right? Like way under it. It didn't even bounce back to near it this morning. Like look, it's already trading at the bottom of the day. There's lots of other one like AU. Yeah, look at this. Like there's like the slope of the 10-day is so steep, and the worst of all is that the bounce is so weak, right? Even this morning, it just couldn't bounce. Like CSTM, MBT. Let's take a look at MBT here. So here's the nice bounce here. Yeah, it looks really good. I mean, it did undergo a pretty bad pullback here because it went pretty far down, and now it's coming back. At least in the last six sessions, you can see only one down day, and that one down day is lower volume. So, I mean, it's starting to recover. So, that's electric power related. Go here, similar area, electrical stuff. This is electrical parts, and look at this. It bounced back above the 10-day. Yeah, it's up 5% still, but it's trading at the lows of the day so early. I don't like seeing that in general, but who knows? We'll see, right? Like, so it tested the low, it's starting to bounce back a little bit. So if we can hit new high again, that'll be really strong. That'll be considered in my book accumulation day. So we wanna see if that happens. So yeah, so let's go here. Let's refresh this. Well, that's refreshing. Let me go to my list because I already tracked most of these stocks here. So we already talked about Circle, VRT. Let's look at that one. So here's VRT. I mean, this stock has been holding up really well, right? Look at that. Like after this gap up on earnings, a little bit turbulent, but I mean, consider the market, not doing too well. This stock actually holding up pretty good. So today's bounce is okay. It's definitely underwhelming in volume. Um, this morning it was higher, but now it's now below average. Yeah, 3.19% right now. Let's go to 5-minute chart. So this one has a nice uptick move the first 10 minutes here. Then it came down. And so far it's holding that low, so we'll see. It looks okay. It looks okay. And again, we're very near new highs. Uh, of course, we would have liked to see a new high today, but it's still early. We'll see what happens, right? Let's go to see what else we have here. On the tech side, we have Lumentum. Let's take a look on that one. And also SMTC. Let's look at those two. Here you go, bouncing back about the 10 days. So last time we bounced back. So technically, this is still in a pretty steep downtrend if you draw a trend line across the highs. But however, we also have this bottom channel line coming up as well. So it's just forming a pendant formation right at this moment. So it's still not really clear whether it's still it's in an uptrend or in a downtrend. So it's going both ways, right? Like it's just bounced back and forth. But at this moment, it is above 10 days, so that's still a safe zone. But again, it's just no volume coming in. Look at that. This morning was fine, and then now the volume is under average already. So again, it's just not enough buyers. That's the problem. Um, that's the main problem right now. So, SMTC is reporting after hours, maybe. Yeah, I think it's reporting after hours, but it's up a little bit. I don't know if they report it yet, but anyhow, 3% up right now, above the 10-day. It's not an easy stock to trade. You can see, even in uptrend, it's very choppy. Um, but yeah, but at least it's above 10 days. So, but I don't buy any stocks before reporting. It's too risky. Um, so we'll see what happens. But let's look at other ones. Let's see. Nvidia. Let's look at some bigger guys here. Chip stuff. Yeah, it's not moving much. Look at this. It's up 2% on lower volume. You know, I don't want to say this is a dead cat bounce, but it just doesn't look good, right? It just doesn't look good. Especially, given Nasdaq is up such a nice percentage today. Look at Palantir. Again, look at that. No movement whatsoever. 0.5% on much lower volume. There's just no buyers coming in. So even on a up day like today, this morning, it's just not showing the strength that normally you would normally see on tech stocks, right? So yeah, I still be cautious. I think the market. I was researching this morning, like, when will the Marines reach the Gulf? And at least from ChatGPT saying it'll take 2 weeks. So that's still like, roughly 2 weeks from now. I don't know if it's true. It'll take that long, probably. So we'll see. Obviously, we had some relief news this morning that some of the ships or whatever did pass through from Iran and China. So that was the reason. But is it gonna help? It helps alleviate some issues, you know, but is it actually getting resolved? That's probably the big problem. Yeah, I don't think it talked about here, but I saw it on CNBC. Um, and then we have the Fed meeting this week. I don't know if that plays how much, because obviously there's no rate cut at this moment, but yeah, so we'll see what happens. Thank you for watching. Have a very good day. Let's see how market close. Again, we want to see the growth stocks pump up in higher volume if they're going to move up. That shows accumulation sign. Otherwise, it's just more of a technical bounce back to their short-term moving average before they might deteriorate further, right? Thank you. Bye now. Please like and subscribe.